Hi, my name is Mark Oskowitz from Trigate Belief Farm, and I've got a really cool thing that has just come up because of this COVID thing. I've been talking with lots of different librarians, but this thing that I'm pitching to you, this goes to not just libraries, it goes to like different garden clubs and stuff like that, different organizations, businesses who might have employees that you want to offer something to, something fun to do, even like homeschool kids. There's so many kids who like have families who have chosen to pull their kids from home and they might be looking for something. And if you're a part of a homeschooling organization, the organization could buy into this. So what we're talking about is getting people in and getting the costs down for some quality classes, some quality presentations that I've been teaching for a long time. I want to get other people involved in this too, if this model works. But we're looking at taking a class that would typically be $30, $40 per person. And well, maybe if you had previously gotten your organization together and had me come out and do a presentation or do a Zoom like this, we'd get that cost down to like $10, $15 per person. I'm talking about getting it down to $5 or less per person, for each of those people to be able to attend 4 1-hour sessions to really dive deep into a topic. The topics that I'm offering are 3 of my most popular classes. Of course, I'm going to start with the hits because I know that they're popular. I know that they're high interest classes. And that the first one is mushroom growing outside, where we talk about 3 really easy to grow mushrooms to grow in your backyard, to use on waste materials. And it's just like a really fun class. But when I typically teach these classes, I typically teach them as like a 2-hour intensive class. You can hear I'm ready to talk fast, but these are going to be slower paced so that the majority of people will be able to take the information in better. Think about things and ask questions. And it's not in an hour and a half or 2 hours. It's spread out over 4 1-hour sessions so that we're going to have a week in between each class so that you can come back to this, and add on to what you've learned. Maybe even try projects in between. So the second class that I'm offering is my beginner beekeeping class, where we look at the biology of the bees, we look at basic equipment and tools and setup for like a first year of beekeeping. Does that let you know if it's like really something that you'd want to do, and have some realistic expectations going into it, and also like learn from my years of experience in all of these things, so that we can accelerate your success in these things. And speaking of success, my last class is a combination of my seed starting success class and my no-till gardening class, and merge them together into a class that I'm calling Get Your Garden On, where it's a class that's going to be designed for families, for individuals, for people who want to start a garden, who have either never done it before or have got a new spot that they want to try out, or they've had some failures before and they're just looking for some ideas. It's going to be an ideas class. It's going to be a class where you can leave and try things out. So here's the thing. That's the pitch for all of the initial classes. As we do this, I want to involve other creative people. I want to bring in the other people who used to teach classes with me before all of this COVID stuff, and do some of the cooking classes. Maybe even get some artistic people doing some art classes. And maybe just broaden and make this even bigger than just the gardening stuff that I do. Of course, I want to involve my whole library of things, as the brand that I have. But this is something where it's like we can host and spread the cost out. Now let's get into the costs. So you are looking at however big your organization is. The problem when I talk to different libraries was that I've been working with a lot of small libraries, but every now and then you get this big library, and if they try to like work together to like do a Zoom event or something like that, all the seats get sucked up by that big library, and there's nothing left for like the little ones. But here's the thing: is that they both have needs. And that's what I'm trying to offer here, is that you buy shares. There's a lot of shares. There's plenty of shares for these classes initially started out, because Zoom allows me to kind of expand and add more seats and more seats. And the more seats we add, the lower the cost goes. And the more shares you buy, the lower the cost goes. It starts off at $125 for 1 share. Now that gets you 25 seats plus 1. All right, so 25 seats to give to all your patrons and get them involved in everything. Now, when you do the math on that, that's $5 per person. Typically, when I teach a class live, it'd be $30 per person or more. And if we do like a small organization, would have me just do a private event, the cost would be, it wouldn't be $30 per person, but it'd probably be around that $10, $15 per person. So we're getting to $5 per person or less. Again, all the way to somewhere even around 3 or even less with some of the pricing that we have going. So it really is something that for the person whose purse strings are tight and there's not a lot of money to play with, this gives you some quality programming that can help you stretch your budget. So I know, and so we're looking at 4 classes that they get for that. So 25 people per share get to go to 4 1-hour classes. That's a lot. That's a lot of value packed right in there. All right, so it's like it's a lot. It's a lot that we get to offer because of the environment that we're in. And everybody gets to stay home. They get to stay safe. We don't have to worry about distancing within a room or anything. This whole thing has prompted us to try and problem solve and find a different way of presenting classes. So let's get into, if again, you can go to the site, you can find all these details there, but I'm going to take you on a little tour of the site right now. So you go to trigablelea.com, TRIGABLEA. Don't worry, the link's all somewhere around here. All right, let's go to my website. And we go here. So this is the landing page for it. It's under this tab of new live class club. That's what I'm branding this right now. It's the live class club. You are not just joining in and looking at small individual classes. You're looking to purchase shares in classes to get lots of seats. For your group. Now I'm going to have this video posted right here, maybe even another one. But as we scroll past, there's going to be a calendar down at the bottom. There's even a Google form right here that if you have suggestions on how to make this better, other things that you want to see, fill out the form. Let me know what you're interested in. So this explains what the shares is. And by the way, there's that one free seat. I didn't even talk about that. There's the one free seat that you get. See, here's the thing. You're the organizer. You're the person, that saw this, that's going to get this for your group. And you get a free seat. So I've reserved seats just for people like you so that you can see the whole program from beginning to end and test it for quality control so that you know that you're not getting garbage. You're getting something that's really valuable. You get to see the interactions. You get to see what's happening in the chat. And you get to maybe even give me feedback and be like, this part you could make a little better. That's fine. You are invited in. When you pay for your share of 25 seats per share, you're also getting that one extra one just for you. Because I was looking ahead and thinking about, like, how can we make sure that everybody's included in this? So let's go back. As we look, the process is one where you're going to reserve the seats through this site. Or if it's just like too much for you, go ahead, give me a call, send me a text, send me an email. My information's right here. And we'll put it together for you. You don't have to pay outright. I can send invoices and everything. But if you want, you can pay outright through the website as well, if you do happen to have a credit card or something that your organization has. All right, you get to control registration. This is a big one. Now, what I mean by this is that one of the biggest concerns I found with libraries and talking with them about the logistics, I really wanted to offer like a full service thing where I was like, yeah, all you do is just have like this QR code and you'd send it to your people and, and they could just scan it and then like register. And that didn't work, because there were concerns about keeping people's privacy, keeping them safe, not just physically, but privacy issues. And so here's the thing. You're in control of your organization. I don't need to know who's showing up. What's going to happen is if you register for 1, 2, 3, however many shares that you get, I'm going to send you a link, and I'm going to trust that you only send out the information to the number of people that you you paid for, that you reserved. I mean, if you went, so it's on the honor system here. If you went beyond, what happens is the whole like Zoom thing could like shut down, or we'd end up locking people out by accident. So we're trusting that you're gonna reserve the correct number of seats. That helps me set the window of how many people I'm going to allow into the whole thing, and you just collect and go, hey, oh, you wanted to go to that? Okay, can I just get your name, your email? And you hold on to that. You keep it safe. And then you send out the information that I've given you, and it's not going to be registration. It's going to be, here's the link, here's the code, here's all of the other stuff that you get with the class. I'm actually not going to go with all the other stuff, but like there's going to be a recording that people can watch, you know, up to 30 days after the class as well, to either rewatch, or if they weren't able to make it live, there's going to be a lot of value in this, or to get the whole family around and be like, hey, let's all just like watch this. I learned about this gardening thing. Now I want you to learn about the gardening thing. Okay, so as we kind of go back to this, yeah, so what comes with each class, you can read through that. There's going to be a calendar. You know, this calendar right now, you got to skip ahead to March, and then you start to see which one. You can click on each one of these to see the schedule, but I've also got like a quick view on another page. So here's the thing, is that if you're checking out and you want to like automatically apply discount codes, and you don't want to call me or email me or anything, my website is set up right now that as you keep track of the number of shares that you're using, just use these discount codes at the end and they will automatically apply. As long as you have purchased between 5 to 8 shares, this code of LCC 99, so the Live Class Club 99, that applies and makes it so that you only pay $99 per share. And then I've got this also just broken down as to like how much are you saving versus this being like a private class where you come out and you would have normally hired me to do the class for about $300 for about 30 people, or compared to my website where people are paying for an individual class. And you know, the savings are quite a bit because we can get volume. And this is going to make it worth it for me, and it's going to make it worth it for you. As you scroll past this, you get to see the pictures for the 3 classes that I'm offering. You click on those, and let's say if we went to the Get Your Garden On one here, and so this is all you do. You add it to your cart. I've also got right here the calendar for all of these. The dates and everything, just a quick reference, and so you can, while you're looking at this gardening one, you could click on the beekeeping one, or you could come back to the garden one and look at it again and make sure that the dates work with your group. And so I tell you what the class is about, and here's all you do. You just hit add to cart, just like that, and then off on the side over there, we see how many things we've already added to the cart. Look at this, I got 4, 5, 6 classes. Well, look at that. I should be able to use a discount code when I check out right now. So let's see right here. Yeah. You see that above there? You know, we're gonna apply a discount code to this. Is that we use the code? All right, LCC. The code for 5 to 8 classes, since we got a total of 6 here, is that we pay $99 per class. We apply that code, and it should update. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. $99.99, and this one has 4 sets of $99 because maybe there's more people interested in that beekeeping one, and then we get that discounted price right there. So as we come here, I've just given you the walkthrough on like how can you register. All the information is on my site, trigabelea.com, TRIGABLELEA, and I'm really pumped. Pass this on, but you know, as like one last plea, I really want this to work where I can bring in other creative people. So at the end, it can't hurt to just say, I'm not saying like and subscribe. I'm saying everybody has a town that they live in. Everybody has a library. If you think your local library would be interested in this, take the time to go like look them up and find the director of the library, pass it on to them. You got a local garden club that you're part of or whatever, pass it on to your local garden club. If you know, bring it to your one of the people in your business who's maybe in charge of HR or something like that, and pitch it to them. I think we have a really unique opportunity to bring costs down and offer quality program for everybody, keeping everybody safe and having fun. Okay? Bye. Thanks.